practical people, and you will look at you have to look at it in a way that, is it benefiting our country? Is it benefiting our nation? Is it something that is going to extract more from Liberia than give to Liberia? I don't like to be involved in talk just to be talking. I like to look at, from an analytical point, when you're looking at these concession agreements. A lot of people criticize Ellen government with concessions. And I can tell you that 90% of those concessions, I wrote the report. I was very involved in a lot of them. And why some of those concessions went through? Because of the time. They were not, people would say, oh, they were bad. But most of them, you had no major company in Liberia. You needed some major companies. You needed to bring some major companies so the smaller companies could follow. And so
you were trying to attract investment.
Well, we had to. You have to attract investment. You need new capital. You need new capital investment. In the absence of that, it becomes difficult for you to run and manage a government. Some of the social services will not be provided. And so it's not the way most people would like to see it. Even ourselves wouldn't like to see it. I remember one situation where I just basically shut down and say it's not going to happen. And the president called. I said, my president, people are not going to get it. I'm not doing nothing because we'll not move. And I chaired the revenue committee then. And so the revenue committee had to complete before the rest of the other committees. And so we reached an impasse, and this company caved in because they knew that, what I was saying, you don't expect us to sit for 10 years when you start exploration before you start giving social benefit. Start now. You can give me that, let's move on, give us something to start. And so they gave in at that point. But, I think where we are now, the country needs capital investment. We need seriously a lot of investors to come in.
You think you could reach a conference committee?
Well, I don't know what the House passed. If they came up with any amendment, because if they came up with an amendment, which means they are saying no to this ratification. We want to see this, so we're sending it back to the executive. If they did not come up with that and they say, well, yes, we agree with what is there, even though we have issues with some portion, but we agree. And that will come before the Senate.
But I think they agree because from the spokesperson, he said they send it to the Senate for concurrence.
Okay, well, if it's coming to the Senate for concurrence and they agree and they said yes, I think we'll look at the yes. I don't think the Senate is leading towards a issue. They have serious big issues with this particular amendment that we send it back to the executive to renegotiate some of the terms and conditions. So we'll look at that, what they passed, and see what is in this amendment, and the majority will have to weigh as usual, and the minority will have to see.
Former Foreign Minister, former President Pro Tem of the Senate, Bassa Senator Gbehnzohngar Findley. Now there's this law, there's this bill, there's this. It's been a rock and roll thing. At some point, goes to the Home Council, the Senate. President made import. It goes back. I don't know where is it now. I think it's still somewhere in the legislature. Probably it's crossed the road again. This port autonomy bill. There are multi-dimensional discussions about it. When you visit intellectual centers, you open telephone lines, express, non-express, knowledgeable, not knowledgeable individuals are discussing. It depends on who talk from a different perspective. What do you think?
Well, I voted against the bill. I voted no.
You did?
Yes, I voted no. And I voted no. Look, I believe that all public operations should be privatized. What are we doing with public operation? They don't pay taxes. They don't pay income tax, corporate income tax. They don't pay the social security for the workers. They don't pay a dividend when we put them in the budget. So why do we keep these public corporations? We are responsible if their debt goes bad. public, I mean, look, let's get rid of it, privatize it. Give it to the public that you, Clarence, can be a shareholder in one of these companies. I can be. My Martha that's selling down Waterside in the market can be a shareholder or owner of that company. So, the autonomy bill is not a good bill for me. I don't see any difference in it from what we have now. So, to me, it's not necessary.
You come from you represent a port county. There are others who argue that, look, if that bill is passed into law and give autonomy to the port of Buchana, a lot of Bassa citizens could get jobs, it could widen the scope of the port, the decisions for employment, other things will now be left with the National Port Authority management. What do you say to those kinds of people?
Well, Clarence, let me say it. If you read the bill, the governing structure of that bill, I think it's section 55.1, the board that governs the autonomy. There's nothing in there that guarantee where the port is, the county or the territory where those ports are will benefit anything. Because the finance minister is on the board, the minister of transport is on the board, the managing director is on the board. There are 3 non-statutory members. Now, here's my problem. The 3 statutory members, one of them will be chairman. But there is no provision that any member of the board will come from the territory. In the case of Bassa, not one single person.
There's no provision that one member will come from a particular port area.
Correct. So it leaves the president is going to appoint the board. The president can appoint all the board members for Bassa from Sino. That's the president's prerogative, and that's the constitution that gave him that right. The legislature can't take that away from the executive, from the president. So my issue is, I'm not happy with that. If you say it's going to be an autonomy, I already want privatization. So give me something that will make me feel comfortable if I'm looking at Bassa. And when I look at Bassa and I look at that law, there's nothing there. Even if you talk about increasing activity at the port, it can be done now. Right now, under the same condition,
the port manager argued that the power to deploy is not his.
No, it's not his. But the port, the MPA has its statute. It's a corporation. It's incorporated. So that's how it exists. So even if the port manager, what guarantee you will have the port manager from Bassa? The president appointing the port manager again. There's no guarantee that you're going to have the manager or the managing directors from Bassa. There's no guarantee in that bill that you will have the managing director, the board, the entire board, and from anybody from Bassa. Or if you take the case of Sino, it's the same situation. It's the same situation in Sino. It's the same situation in Maryland. It's the same situation in Monserrato. So that bill for me is a bad bill.
It's a bad bill.
Bad bill.
Who's the lead sponsor of that bill?
Well, I think that bill was sponsored by Senator Lawrence, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who co-sponsored.
And I'm thinking about coordination, for example, between the 2 senators of Bassa.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, the pro tem is your sister from Bassa. 2 of you are in the Senate. Why if the both of you place an eye? Say Gbehnzohngar Findley have got a different perspective from privatization. Normally talk about autonomy. Was it a good thing have the both of you work together on our law so that what comes out is a representation of the both of you? Does it sound good, for example, even though the both of you come from different political spectrums, but does it sound good for a Bassa senator to be supporting a bill and another Bassa senator disagrees?
Yes, that's what democracy is about. That's the beauty of democracy. Not because we come from the same place or even from the same party that we have to support everything jointly. No. The issue, the beauty of having differences and appreciating the differences is paramount to democracy. The other issue is the Senate function with the committees. Now, if you raise an issue with the committee and that issue is not taken up, then of course, when you get to the point where you have to vote for it, you vote yes or no. I have voted no on all of the oil bill. I voted no on all it. So I'm just saying
the Oranto thing, everything?
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying to you that, look, if we don't agree, doesn't mean that we are fighting.
Do your people think so? Do they see it that
Well,
way? Because I know there are a lot of politics in Buchana about this, about your disagreement with the bill.
Well, my disagreement has nothing to do with Senator Lawrence. And like I said, those who know me very well and who have worked closely with me, it knows that I want to prioritize all of the public operations.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
that is a good idea.
It makes them more efficient. You think that government is putting money into these private corporations? Take for example water and sewer. They're doing a little bit better, but government is still pumping money in. Government is still guaranteeing borrowing facility for most of the public corporations. Why should that be? Why should we be borrowing? Why should these public corporations borrow, and when they go bad, the government has to pay that debt? So I'm saying, if you had the responsibility to provide water in this country, or to provide electricity in this country, or to provide fuel in this country, or to provide services, put services in this country, and it was privatized, the private company will not allow you to steal from them, because my performance, I will have to perform to be able to keep my job. That's one. The other incentive that will come, I get bonuses when I pass a threshold. You really think somebody will steal electricity from me? No. So it will be more efficient. You really think that you will cut me off in the middle of the night when I'm paying you? No, you will not do that. You will ensure that those services are properly expended to your clients and your customers.
Have you any idea of where the bill is at the moment?
Well, I know that we passed it the second time and it went to the president. We sent it to the House. I understand the House passed it. Now it's before the executive.
Will you have to come back as far as lawmaking is concerned?
Not necessarily. If the president signs it into law, it's law. If the president doesn't sign it into law within 21 days, it's law.
If he doesn't sign it in 21 days, what came from the legislature will hold.
Correct. Yeah.
Will hold.
Yeah.
So the president has got two options.
And then of course he has the option to veto. Yeah.
Let's go back to Buchana. There is a growing opportunity in Grand Bassa County, and I'm concerned about what people like you and others will do to ensure that most of you people will have jobs. It is about this special economic zone. And the other day I saw Goshua Village and people celebrating. Give us a picture of what it is for the benefit of people who may not know, and how will it benefit Bassa people?
Well, the special economic zone is going to benefit Liberia first and foremost. Because you see, look at our economy. Now the special economic zone is going to start the industrialization of Liberia. Because it's about manufacturing. Once you start that special economic zone, you'll be able to give special incentive and to attract investment and investors into Liberia who wants to manufacture goods and products for export, also for our domestic market. So it's a beginning. Now for Bassa, of course it's going to increase commerce, trade, and create jobs also. You see, it's not so much the creation of jobs, but how do we create a situation where people can become wealthy, earn an income that you will be able to support your family, support your children, be able to pay your children's school fees, give them a decent place to lay their heads, and support your community. So the job is one aspect, but we need to create an environment, an economy where people can earn an income. Get an income. I have a job, but because the economy is designed in a way that I can go into commerce, I can go into the market and earn an income. So it's more of earning income rather than jobs that I would like to see happening, because the informal sector, we have to create the space for those who are in the informal sector or those who cannot get a job, because we can't create so many jobs, but they must be able to earn an income. So that special economic zone is going to do that. As companies come, they're going to hire people. For every one person you hire, you probably have 2 or 3 persons that are going to be affected. Not their family member, but commerce and trade, because they will be coming to work. You know, the motorcyclists might have to take them to work. They might have to drink a cup of tea or coffee before they get into to start work. Somebody's going to pick up there. They got to eat. Somebody's going to be cooking kobo who were not doing nothing before. They got more expendable income, so they will buy more things for their children. So it's a spin-off. And so we need to start to look at our economy where you industrialize, your trade and commerce will increase.
Let's also talk a little bit about the the iron ore tailing deal. You know, what's your take?
Well, the tailings tailings is now. We met with the president. You know, there were a lot of issues around that. We were demanding that the tailings was for Bassa, and that Bassa must benefit more than anybody else. Senator Lawrence had asked the president to take it over, and the president honored her request, and it's now with the executive. We don't know where it is, what is happening with it.
What do you want?
As the caucus. No, it's not what I want, it's what is happening now. I think the president has appointed a committee that we will look forward to them doing the work and seeing how far they will go with the tailings. But for us, the caucus, Bassa Legislative Caucus, we don't have much to say in tailings anymore. There's nothing, again, with the county. It's strictly with the president's.
But you've made your position clear.
Well, we made our position clear. I think the citizens know where we stand on this matter. And we leave that now with the executive. You know, the president was also elected by the people of Bassa. And so he's
there's something I'm not going to shy away from asking you. Because as I follow the politics in Buchanan, by the way, you were on one of the radio stations there quite recently.
Yeah.
I follow that. And I follow what is oblige and all these things. I follow the politics over there very well. Now, one thing that is generating a lot of discussions in Buchanan, I mean, you can understand ahead of 2029, the play will be politically charged, is the issue of the Bassa people saying, you know, you are the son. The Bassa people now, most of the places talk about 2 phases. I don't know what's the interpretation of 2 phases they're talking about, but, you know, there is this growing concern in Bassa that Senator Gbehnzohngar Findley, I don't know, people guessing or what, there is a view that the Minister of Commerce, one of your sisters, Madeline Dagoze, may likely want to become, which is alright, Senator of Bassa. And people think Gbehnzohngar Findley is laying on her side against Senator Buchana Lawrence. Well, 2 sides of the coin. Oh, Bassa will lose the president pro tem and all these kinds of things. Have you heard all these politics? Are you in any way supporting the Minister of Commerce?
Well,
does she want to be a Bassa senator?
Well, I don't know where that issue is coming from, but when it comes to 2029 senatorial elections, yes, I would definitely take a side. I will not be.
You're not sitting on the fence.
I will not be on the fence. I will not be on the sidelines. But you know, Minister Dakosa is minister, and there's a code of conduct that has to be honored. And you can't be in the executive. It affected me also, our foreign minister. You can't be in the executive. And
in fact, you had to resign, right?
Yeah. And the same thing would be for her. Until she resigned, and not only is Minister Dakosa, there are other players too that are also in the government. I'm not even sure if Senator Lawrence is going to run for the Senate. That is...
You're not sure?
No, I'm not. We haven't had that discussion. And yes, there are people who have expressed their interest in 2029.
Including Dakosa?
Well, I mean, she's entitled to that. She's entitled to that. And the code of conduct will govern her action. And we have no problem basically working with the minister. She was very active. She's been very, we worked together on the Bassa Sports Association. We worked together on some other issues that surrounding development of Bassa. And I have no problem saying in this public manner that we wait to see if she will express her interest, and if she expresses her interest, and I see that I believe that she can make a difference, why not?
Senator Findley, you've just said there hasn't been any discussion between you and Nyomli about whether she was wrong. Fair enough. I mean, I don't expect you to deceive yourself and the public. Let's assume she expressed her interest to contest for a second term. Will you support her?
Well, it depends.
On what?
It depends on how they approach the matter, how the matter is going to be approached. If it's not approached politically in the right way, then of course, you know, you're going to have differences. It could be another thing that we all sit in the room and decide, okay, everybody ground arms, let us go in this direction. All of those things are possible. So it's not something
they didn't do it with you. They're going to work with anybody.
No. You see, with me, I'm different from most people.
Will you lead that kind of effort? Do you want to lead that kind of effort?
If it comes to that, yes, I don't have any problem doing that. I have no problem. You see, like I said to people, I'm a different person. All the people who oppose me know that. If you opposed me in the past, it's a political process. When that process ends, that whole thing is done with. We go on to the next stage of development. Even when I'm in opposition, or I caucus with the opposition, doesn't mean that I would not support all the right things that the government would do. I was independent in President Seli's government. I supported her government. I'm in this government as a senator. I will support those things that President Boyka wants to do that will develop this country. I will not be a hurdle to say, oh, I'm opposition, so I come into box. No, I'm not boxing with nobody.
Senator Findley, an upright answer for Senator Bassa in 2029 from you probably could ease some of the political, I don't want to say tension, but political discussion and concerns in the country. You think so?
Well, I agree. You know, some of the things that, Clarence, I would tell you what is funny. And people need to understand me clearly. Attacking Senator Findley, who is not in the race 2029, is not going to help you.
You think people are attacking you now?
Oh, yeah, you know that. Clarence, if you listen to the conversation, is Gbehnzohngar this, Gbehnzohngar. There's only one reason why people attack you. Because you are strong. And they know your ability. So it's not going to... Clarence, I'm not running against you. Why are you fighting me? I'm already in the next government. So your fight against me is not going to help you.
I want to break you down so that you don't flex your muscles against me.
You need to understand.
Indirectly.
You need to understand I got 55,000 votes in Bassa.
Well, is that cast in stone?
That is history.
Mm-hmm.
That is history. Even there's nowhere, no Bassa person has ever gotten that number of votes in Bassa. So you got to understand, when you're attacking that kind of person, you got to know who you're attacking. It's not going to help you.
It could be a strategy.
I will still get...
To get you let go of what you want to do.
I will still get 25% of that. 25% of 55, that 12,500 persons will follow me. You want to fight that? You sure you want that to go against you in the elections? That is going to be close? 12,500. I say 25%. I say 25%. 13,000 votes. Do you really? And I'm giving you practicality here.
I'm listening. I'm looking
So
at your face.
you can attack me from now until Judgment Day. I will still have a good chunk in Bassa. And I can tell anybody, and like I've said to you, I will be a factor.
You will fight for the candidate you believe.
I will be a factor in 2029. If God gave me my health and the strength that I have today, you have me to contend with in Bassa.
Except that you're not clear as to whether if the Senate Pro Tem wanted to contest, in any case, you will uprightly say, I'll support her.
I will not see
then
that.
People will brief.
Don't forget now.
There will be a sense of relief.
Don't forget now. There's an issue with Liberty Party and Gbehnzohngar Findley.
What is it? I don't know.
Clarence. Well, then you should follow the.
No, politics. You say no. Even if I do,
the politics
sometimes you.
The politics of Bassa is between Liberty Party. Gbehnzohngar Findley is a factor. Liberty Party is a factor.
The supremacy
factor. And there's no reason why I would say to you that I can't support Liberty Party or I can't support Unity Party. There's no reason for me to say that, and I will not say that because I have supported Liberty Party before. Candidates from Liberty Party, I supported them because I believe that they had what it took at the time to make a difference in the lives of the people of Bassa.
I'm also hearing about Gabriel Montgomery. He's working at the Liberia Revenue Authority, one of your brothers.
Well, Montgomery, I don't know if Montgomery is running because, you know, at the Revenue Authority, they are not allowed to participate in political activities.
Well, I think his tenure will soon be over. You don't know whether everybody is running. Senator Findley, you're being too tactical.
I have to be tactical because, like I say to you, all these people are Bassa people, and all of them are my bosses, and so they voted in Bassa. They participated in this process, so they're my bosses. So when the time comes, maybe once everybody is clear, maybe by the end of July this year, September or so, that we know clearly what is happening. Maybe all of us will just come and say, okay, gentlemen, you go to a place, you go to the other place. You'll leave the other one here for this pricing. All of that is possible.
You were elected 2023, am I correct?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you another question. Were there glaring signs in the county that Senator Gbehnzohngar Lawrence campaigned against you?
Senator Lawrence has never supported me politically. Never. Never. So, and I'm saying that's not enough reason to say I will not support you. There was a reason why you didn't support me.
You could change the course.
Yes. There's a reason why you didn't support me. There may be a reason why I will support you. As a politician, we got to look at what is the best interest.
Will you change the course?
I'm sure I can change the course. I'm more than sure.
Without conditions?
No, there will be conditions. There got to be conditions. There got to be conditions. You see, politically speaking, we can just say there will be no condition. We're just going to go into a situation.
Are you talking?
Yeah, we talk. We talk. We don't talk. 2029. 2029. No, we're not talking politics right now.
Because I wanted to ask you whether she's giving you an indication that. But if
maybe after this, me and her will have a political talk.
But why would a sitting president pro tem now want to contest to win or sit back? What's informing this your guess? I want to call it guess. What's informing your guess that nobody might not want to contest?
Well, there have been no expression of it.
Probably she's wasting too much time. She's supposed to come and say that to you clearly and look forward to your support.
Well, maybe you know, she might come this year. Maybe she was waiting until.
Maybe she'll come after the interview.
Maybe. And then we can have a conversation.
You know, before George Weah came to power, there was a popular saying in Bassa that a lot of the young people, including how do you call my friend? Weah, what about his name? His first name? Maxwell Weah. How do you call it about Adoni Reeves and all these people? They were branded as Gbehnzohngar Findley people. Is it still like that?
Well, I don't think they were branded as Gbehnzohngar Findley people. Gbehnzohngar Findley, these are young people that came on board with me in 2005 and basically took advantage of an opportunity to make themselves. So yeah, they were basically trained. Most of them observed me, work around me, and decided to go to school and get their degrees. Now, in 2017, I think, we decided we were going to support President Weah. We got together, we ran his campaign, and CDC did extremely well in Bassa, considering that we had one of our sons in the race at the time. So I wouldn't say they branded as Gbehnzohngar people. I still see them as my children, and not all your children will be with you for life. When they get older, they got to go get married, establish their own family, business, and survive.
What's the relationship between you and Superintendent Caillou Johnson? Is he doing well? Do you think so?
Oh, well, I have to say this in a public manner that I support his efforts. He's a young man. It's a tough job, and I think he's doing very well, working in the county, looking out for the county while we are in Monrovia fighting. He's on the ground doing the best he can do for the people of Bassa. And so I appreciate him.
You talk soft but tough. Am I correct?
Well, I try to be soft also, but sometimes, sometimes we have to take some hard stands.
Bassa Senator Gbehnzohngar Findley is our guest here with the time at 11.5 up to 10 o'clock. It's now time that we hear from you. We're digging deep into Bassa politics, and in the coming months and year, there will be more of these kinds of discussions because 2029 is coming, and by the time we get around 2027, 2028, wow, the country will be political now, everybody. 0777700099 and 50555-995-995 are the numbers to call and participate with Senator Gbehnzohngar Findley here. Good morning. Good morning. He's listening to you. Come on, you. Go ahead. Amen. Blue. Okay, Chief. Let's hear you here. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Musa Sharif. I just called to meet my brother in studio, Senator Gbehnzohngar Findley.
That Musa.
Yeah, believe me, that man before you, is a very decent man. And I'm an upright politician. And something that I know you very well. And trust me, that's how you can speak. And then how you spread on the issue. Doesn't take things personal, but it's spread in action. So, Senator, good morning to you.
Morning.
How are you?
Morning.
Okay. Let's see how it goes. Hello. Good morning. Oh, you hit him. No, but what was wrong with that now? That the Bassa citizens, they didn't negate that. No. Let's go to the first one now. That they were Bassa citizens doesn't negate the fact that they are Liberian and they too have their political parties. They will not come together. That's how you think. Okay. Let's hear you too. Hello? Yeah? Yeah?
Good morning. Good
He's
morning.
listening. Okay, sir. I will be happy if the whole Bassa caucus came together. It will be difficult. Don't mind these people; they are politicians. It will be difficult for a whole group of people to just see things the same way. Is difficult. Practically, it's difficult. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good
Yeah,
morning.
he's listening. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Maya. How are you following us? Okay, go ahead. Ask a question directly. We get a loss of time. Thank you, Chief. Let's talk to the final person. Hello? Yeah? Yeah. Just call out your radio, man, please. The feedback is bad. Yes, hello. Yeah, good morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We got 4 more minutes, so the senator will use that time. Senator Findley?
Okay. Let me first of all talk about the guy who asked the question on the peace and unity thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Buchana.
They came in because the pro tem said to Bassa people that I was a BM. My action was BM.
She was public about that?
Very public one in the air.
Wow.
And so there were issues, and my response was clear. having mixed words. And I said, the issue of the tailings, and it was centered around the tailings. My issue was, the caucus had approved of me attesting to the agreement with Steve Ford and Bassa over the tailings. So when I attest to something, I don't work for the pro-tem. The pro-tem is not my boss. She's my equal. And so when you call me illegal, I'm a criminal, then of course I responded that it's not true. She knew about it. She was lying to the public. And I said that. So Bassa people came and said, look, no, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't let talk. We went in. The issue of, it was a process that had started, and I'm still looking forward to that process. You're not going to, I built my character. I built my reputation over the years. Okay. For you to say my action is illegal or is criminal and was based on criminality, that I was taking an action in the interest of the people of Bassa, then it becomes a problem. Okay. So on that front, yes, the process has started. It's a process. It's not something that is going to happen in one day. But we now have something that we say, okay, look, let's start to wait and see and listen to our people. The issue of me going around, or these guys going around to say, don't vote for Bromsky. You know, I'm surprised that people don't understand. Didn't Bromsky oppose Gbehnzohngar Findley? Didn't Bromsky, these same names of people that was mentioned, these young men who felt their future was also politically not taken into consideration by Councillor Bromsky at the time. And so it was a political movement. And that's why I say politically, when politics end, we move on to the next level. You take, for example, me, 2023. Yeah, I supported President Weah. 2017, President Weah did not support me first round in Bassa. It was clear that CDC was not supporting Gbehnzohngar Findley in 2023. What happened after the election? We got back together. So nobody must say it's impossible for me and Senator Lawrence or me and the Liberty Party people to sit down and talk. Have any Liberty Party, the party, Liberty Party, ever sat down over the last 10 years to have a meaningful conversation with me? No.
Are you willing?
Have they done it? Have you approached me? United Party have approached me. CDC have approached me. ANC have approached me. So what more now about, what is the issue with Liberty Party sitting down and having a meaningful conversation? But you already have decided that we make this person irrelevant in Bassa. Sad mistake. Sad mistake. Is not going to happen. And I'm saying it publicly, is not going to happen. So the best thing you can do, let's start a dialogue. But in the absence of that, everybody hold their position, everybody hold their ground.
Senator Findley, I'd like to say thank you for coming, but let's get your parting words before we leave.
Well, Clarence, let me thank you and thank your audience. We look forward to trying to put Liberia first. And that is a very serious commitment that I think all Liberians need to take up. The churches need to do that. The different associations in our country needs to do that. This 2026, let us make a difference in terms of how we can improve the lives of the people of Liberia. My colleagues in the legislature, I know that I work with them very much. To the people of Bassa, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve you, and we'll continue to serve you. I'm here basically because of the people of Bassa.
I'm here basically because of the people of Bassa. Former pro-tem, former foreign minister, now Senator of Grand Bassa County, Gbehnzohngar Findley. He said, I will not sit on the fence. I will fight. I will be all out in 2029.